choose a color?
No, I ordered the black ones from, well, actually, I ordered both sets from, Amazon.
Okay.
These are the regular, surgical masks,
Yeah.
but not the N95. I do have an N95 too. I'm freezing to touch you.
Who's gonna give us the green light?
It's time. I'll give you the green light, it's time.
The time is 5:45 PM. This is the Civil Service Commission meeting to be held May 21st, 2020 at 5:45 PM, City Council chambers. At this time, we'll have a roll call to determine the availability of commissioners, by the city clerk.
Commissioner Stringfellow? Commissioner Lindsey?
You check the PC line.
They're not muted. Can anybody hear us?
This is Renee, Chief Cole, Fire Department, I hear you.
Okay.
Caller, can hear you, Sean.
Well, she's doing roll call and no one,
I didn't
guess
hear
we're
her.
on the line.
we only have three participants.
Commissioner Stringfellow, are you there?
He's showing on here.
Okay.
You think he's done his phone?
Probably. Yeah, he's listed. Harold.
Okay. Commissioner Lindsey? Sorry about that. Commissioner Shelley? I know he's there. Commissioner Shelley? I can't hear these people.
He's not replying.
Okay. Commissioner Walters? Okay. Is he there?
I don't see, I only see three people that's called in.
Do we know what three those are?
Charlotte, you there?
Yes, sir.
Chief Coy's on there.
And Chief Coy?
I need my members for,
Yeah.
for a quorum.
I understand. And, did he call in? We only got 4 people called in, 3 people called in.
I can't.
Oh.
We can't.
We can't do anything without a quorum.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
Well, I need my members to call in.
you know the numbers?
They were all given that information in an email. And I know Stringfellow called in.
Yeah, he's listed here. He's on.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you, this is Stringfellow speaking, can you hear me?
We can hear you
I
now.
can hear you now, thank you.
Okay.
How about Shelley, is he in? Commissioner
Okay.
Shelley, are you out there?
No, I just see 3. Stringfellow, Charlotte, Coy.
You don't see Clarence Walters?
They're just 3 people signed on that's called in. There's only 3 people that's called in.
I see.
You only have voice from one, right?
So right now, the only person I've got online is Stringfellow. If we can just get one more person, that's all we need.
I'm trying to check on one more.
No, that's right. Hello?
Who's that? Is that Clarence?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear us?
This,
That's
this
Clarence.
Clarence, this is Walters.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
I just got it.
All right, great.
All right, so we have Chairman Piggy, Harold Stringfellow, and Clarence Walters.
Okay. We have 3 participants, so that equates to a quorum, okay? We're gonna proceed, with the agenda for tonight. Item 2 on our agenda is approval and or correction of our minutes for the meeting we had on, April 23rd, 2020. Commissioners, have you all had a chance to review the minutes of that meeting?
Yes, I did.
Any,
Yes, I did, sir.
any questions or comments?
None from me.
If there's no questions or comments or observations, I'll entertain a motion to approve, the minutes of that meeting.
Motion moved.
Second,
Second.
it has been moved and second that we approve the minutes of our 23rd of April, meeting. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay. Ayes have it.
The chair.
The chair says aye. I'm just not voting. Gotta remember that.
Yes, sir.
I'm the third person here. Okay, item 3 on the agenda is fire department, consent and police department consent. We have nothing for that agenda. Item 4, old business, nothing tonight. Item 5, new business, requesting approval regarding fire and police department promotional May 2020 test scores. Anyone just from human resources to speak to those scores for us?
Yes, sir.
Any comments?
No, sir.
Okay, commissioners, any, questions for, human resources, observations, comments?
Not from Commissioner Walters. None from Stringfellow.
Okay, if not, I'll entertain a motion to approve those scores. All in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Opposers nay. Ayes have it.
I'll take that as Stringfellow's first and Stringfellow first and Walters second
I think you got it in there.
with the chair.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
Okay, thank you all, commissioners. We have nothing else on our agenda for tonight. And if there's nothing else to claim our attention, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
all in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposers nay. Ayes have it. Thank you. The meeting is now adjourned.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
OBS, we can.
You're welcome. There's a lot of static in the line tonight.
Yeah, we're pretty clear right now, though.
You can mute the microphone. That's like, Libra.
Yeah, they were.
And then say, it's not intended for.
Don't you
And I don't know if they added that, when they, because unless they.
Susan, we're gonna pass this used car lot today, because we don't have anything on it. Okay, yeah, I didn't get anything from it. Yeah, we don't have anything yet, we have. Are you ready to dissolve that and build it up later, or what? Yeah, we're gonna do it later when we can get together. Okay. We still gotta have one more meeting to rectify all of it. Right, you wanna keep it on the agenda though, correct? Yes, I do. I sure do.
Cause maybe they're talking about like the following, so you would have to submit it as a large application.
Councilmember Bolden,
Yes,
are you wanting to keep your committee for the bike lanes on the agenda?
let's go ahead and kill it.
Okay, could I get, that statement from you during the meeting tonight? so
I'll
that I-
give that statement in French, English, how you
Yeah,
want?
any way you wanna put it out there, just so that I can have it as a matter of record that we're dissolving that committee.
Okay, I'm gonna say, Dama Kudere Kadama Kosana, that's it.
All right, I think I got that.
Okay.
I didn't see the comments, I wanted to listen to
Stephanie, where's your mask?
Yeah, what's your back there?
It's on my desk.
It ain't gonna do you no good on your desk.
No, I'm staying.
We're good.
Okay. That's how them young people act.
On time, I'll go get it. That'll make me feel better.
Remember that one, why is there not one?
Is it like,
Somebody sneezed.
Is these?
It was on my phone. There we go. Oh, these all them.
Y'all get her done, Miss Susan?
Yes, sir.
I wanna keep two chairs between us,
Yes, sir.
so I'm gonna sit down here.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're happy now. Mr. Mayor, I have 6:01, can we start?
We can start. Bishop Bolden, would you lead us in a prayer, please?
I sure will. Praise the Father, Lord, we thank you for this chance once again to serve this great city. We ask that you bless every word that's spoken, bless our community, put a hedge of protection around all of us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Join me in a prayer, in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. Hey, I'd like to thank everybody for being here tonight.
Mr. Mayor, I need you to turn your mic on for me, if you would, please.
It is on, it's green.
Is it? Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, well, you can't, let me turn it to you, see, I
No,
can't.
I thought I saw the button and I didn't think it was green.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. So, roll call, please.
Councilmember Bolden?
Here.
Councilmember Sipes?
Here.
Councilmember Sansing?
Here.
Councilmember Ray?
Yeah.
Councilmember Mashburn,
Here.
Councilmember Trailer,
Here.
Councilmember Twitty,
Here.
Councilmember Smith,
Here.
Councilmember Collins.
Here.
Mr. Mayor,
I'm here.
all present, sir.
Okay, very good, thank you. Before we have the presentation of the minutes from the April 23rd meeting, 2020, and looking for approval or corrections of the minutes of the city council meeting, April the 2nd, 2020.
So moved.
Motion, do I hear a second? Have a motion, a second. Bishop Bowden made the motion, Gary Sykes seconded, all right. So, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. All right, so moving on, we have the consent agenda. Do I have?
Second.
Reedy Ray moved and Bishop Bowden second on the consent agenda. Any discussion? Seeing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Okay, we've taken care of that. Since we have this COVID-19 thing, we haven't had any, committee meetings. So, at this time,
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor,
yes,
Councilmember Bolden would like to request that the committee for bike lanes be dissolved currently, and if necessary later, I guess we'll bring that back.
Yes, I'll bring it back forward later, but we can dissolve it for now.
okay.
Thanks, sir.
Everybody in favor of that say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say no. All right. Now then, so now that we have a public hearing, we have, it's now 6:05, and I declare the public hearing open for the CDBG substantial amendment to the 2016-2020 consolidated plan and the fiscal year 2020 action plan and the revised citizen participation plan is now open. Are there any comments for or against this amendment? If you would like to email, you can email twatson@cityofjacksonville.net, or you can call me at 501-580-3830. Teresa, have you received any emails?
No.
And I've received no phone call, so at 6:07, I declare the public meeting closed. Now, do I hear a motion to approve the CBD
Second.
Potential grant amendment in the 2020 and the consolidated plan for fiscal year 2020 action plan and the revised citizen participation plan? Bishop Bowden, so moved. I have a second.
Ready, so moved.
Ready, right? Okay. A motion, any discussion? Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Okay, we've approved that plan. So now, we're moving on to, our next public meeting, and it is now still 6:07, and, it is now time to, declare that the public hearing for the CBDP Grant 2020 Annual Action Plan is now open, and are there any comments for or against the action plan? You could email at twatson@cityofjacksonville.com or call my cell phone at 580-3830.
You waiting for a motion to adopt the resolution?
Hey, Teresa, have you received any emails?
None.
And I've received no phone calls. Okay, the public hearing is now closed. Who made that motion?
Ready.
Reedy made a motion to to adopt the plan. Do I hear a second?
Thank
Gary Sykes seconds. All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. All right, appreciate you, and that part, that's maybe the fastest public hearing that's ever happened. So, okay, moving on, we've done our public hearing. Next on our agenda is, we have a resolution, authorizing the, Arkansas, authorizing to apply for grant from Arkansas Department of Tourism. I'd entertain a motion to read the resolution.
So moved.
Okay, was that Ray and Sensi? Okay, and,
I got Tennessee and Collins, is that correct?
that's good enough.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Please read the
Resolution 793, a resolution by the City of Jacksonville authorizing the application to the Arkansas Department of Parks, Heritage, and Tourism for assistance to develop recreational facilities for the City of Jacksonville.
Move the adoption of resolution 793.
Second.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay. Okay, it carried. Do we need to read it again? Okay, so we're done with that resolution. Okay, so our next resolution is congratulating the, 5A, Jacksonville High School, team. I'd entertain a motion to read this resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Okay,
Resolution 794, a resolution congratulating and supporting Coach Vic Joyner, the 5A Central Coach of the Year, and the 2020 5A Champion Boys Basketball Team of Jacksonville High School, and for other purposes.
when,
Move the adoption of resolution 794.
okay, got a motion,
So
second?
moved.
Okay, and I just wanna say, when we're able to all get together, I'm gonna ask the basketball team to come here along with the coach, so we can recognize them, what a fine job they did. I feel like they would've won the championship, it was a mighty fine team that we had, made Jacksonville High School very proud, this year, they did a great job. So, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. We have adopted that resolution. So, we have a couple of appointments. We have a Parks and Recs Commissioner, would like to appoint Kevin McCleary for a term to expire 5/9/2025.
So moved.
So moved, let's appoint the scoundrel.
Okay? Who made the first one?
I don't know me.
Voted in Sansing.
Okay, all right, thank you. So, any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say nay.
He's a great guy.
Okay. Now we have a reappointment of Travis Super for a term to expire 5/9/2024.
So moved.
Got a motion? Do I have a second? Got a second? Okay, any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, at this time, Bishop Golden is asked to make some comments. Come get one of these microphones. Take one down here, or you go to the public microphone, no one's supposed there. Go to the public microphone, talk loud, state your name, talk loud, and be clear.
I think I can accomplish that. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, first of all, what I wanted to say is that we as a city council, and I hope all my fellow council members are along with me on this, is that we hope and pray that all the families of the city of Jacksonville are safe, and if anybody has been impacted by the pandemic, that we do reach out to you and we speak hope over you, and we really do care about you, either if you've been touched directly or indirectly. We also want to continue to express our gratitude to our city's employees and city responders and the healthcare workers and other frontline heroes that are working tirelessly to do and to take care and serve our great citizens of this city.
Amen.
As many of our city parks and city offices begin to prepare for opening, we wanted to let you know that we are committed to being here for our citizens. We hope that with these openings, that you all will adhere to CDC recommendations. We need everyone to follow the nation's coronavirus guidelines of washing your hands, face masks, 6 feet distancing, and as you go to our city parks and our water parks, we're asking that you submit to our city employees that are giving you directives for the safety of you and our community. We will get through these uncertain times, that you can count on. We will emerge stronger, a stronger Jacksonville together. All I can say as a council member, stay motivated and look forward to the future.
Amen.
Thank you, Bolden.
Well,
Thank you, Bishop, and I do hope everybody takes those things seriously. I see a lot of masks in this room tonight. I walked in with one and walked out with one, so I appreciate it. Now, we have had some public comments. I'm not gonna read them verbatim or anything like that. I'm just gonna briefly go over them real quick. Mr. John Ross on TPY, says he would like to see Councilmember Sykes resign. Brian Blevins wrote a very long email, and I'm not gonna rehash what we've already hashed over. The meeting of August 15th has gone to the prosecutor, it's been handled, everything's been done. Mary and Susan were found to have no part in it, so I'm not even gonna discuss that or discuss it at all. But he is asking that Gary Sykes resign his position on the council. Patrick Thomas, he says include me as one of the citizens after Gary Sykes resigned. Michael Scroggins, him and his wife reside in Jacksonville, for the most part proud of the city, but would like for Councilmember Sykes to resign. Mr. Marcus T. Jones, City of Jacksonville, would like for Councilmember Sykes to resign. And Mr. David Ryan, Jacksonville citizen, is asking the same thing for Mayor Sykes to resign. I'm not going to go over an old meeting and hash all that. We've gone through it. And so this is what I want to say. This public forum that I set up was not to call names, to bash people, to do things. It's for us to hear from you on things we may not know about. Like the gentleman that came before us with this dogs that barking that he couldn't get anything done about it. I think we worked with him well. For a drainage problem you may have and you don't know what to do or how to get it fixed. For things that are going on in the city, or if you're for or against an ordinance we're doing. This is not a place to come to belittle somebody, to bash somebody, and certainly don't accuse somebody of being guilty until the courts do it, because we're not a jury.
Thank you.
Now, I am going to tell you Arkansas statute 14-42-119. If you're unhappy with an elected official, from the governor on down, and this has happened in other states. You know, they recalled the governor of California one time, and they tried to recall the governor of Wisconsin, and it failed. So what you need is have a petition with 25% of the qualified voters to sign that petition, turn it into the city clerk. It's to be filed no more than 90 days and no less than 7 days prior to the next general election in November. Thank you. If you wish to do something, that's how you do it. Thank you. This is not the forum to do that. Is there anything else to come before this council?
Yes, sir.
make a motion to adjourn.
I'm gonna give Councilmember just a second, okay?
Yeah, real quick, I encourage you to do all you can to have an investigation,
Okay.
brought forward on this matter. I am certainly not going to resign because of the slanderous newspaper articles that are nowhere near true. And, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. In my 40 years, I've always been professional, and I just can't believe that a newspaper can do what they're doing to this individual. So that's all I want to say, Mr. Mayor, and I encourage you to push hard to get an investigation, not only an investigation, but an audit for the whole city.
Well, there won't do an off-road city because we already paid for one. I've asked them to do that back last January, so, over a year ago. Appreciate your comments, and we need to hold judgment until an investigation's done. I will not discuss this matter as long as this investigation is going on. I heard a motion to adjourn.
Yes.
Still hear it? All right, we're adjourned.
Jimmy, where you going, Jimmy?
Now, do we need to charge admission?
Huh?
Do we need to charge admission? For life?
They're supposed to pay. I told Eddie to collect it early. That's the chairman, planning commission.
We're unmuted.
Okay.
3 people.
That's all?
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Thank you, Lord. Is anybody else coming from the planning commission?
Everybody's supposed to be coming, they all have the instructions.
Oh, really? Hey, man.
There's already 8 people participating in the meeting.
Sorry, what?
8 people called in.
Okay.
We got enough.
That one that we're doing tonight, that's that open field.
Yes, it is. More acre open field right by O'Reilly.
Been there forever.
Yes. Owned by First Electric.
This is down dirty, quick and easy.
They're doing about, what, 0.86 of an acre is what they're platting.
Yeah.
There's a final plat and a zoning change.
Conditional use,
Huh?
conditional use,
Was it a
Don't tell me
conditional
Jeff
use
is
or zoning change?
here before somebody else.
conditional use.
Well, Gary been here. I said, Gary, let me watch it when you get here, okay?
Is this it?
Wow.
No.
Oh, I have to scoot down here, sorry.
There's your-
I didn't know the conditional use.
Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah,
I just didn't wanna be
yeah.
behind the attorney.
Jimmy, how you doing?
Thank you.
Man, doing great.
He can sit up here, can't he?
Yes,
Yeah, we can.
you may have to
Okay.
sit 2 seats down.
That's right.
I'll scoot down here.
I don't want to catch it. I've already been tested. I'm playing. But I don't know what catch anything.
You get dirt on you, it was here, huh?
Huh?
You get dirt on you, it's here.
That's right. Oh, you know that. More ways than one.
Sitting my suit, I'm just saying.
All right.
I'm gonna be fair today, but it's all right.
This is a yes, this is a no. Are we
Fair's
gonna
been a
come
little
in?
high, like I said, we heard it.
We're on.
Oh, we're on. Okay, then.
Do the count.
Hang on.
You can give the signal.
Oh, yeah, that is the report.
When do we do the board of adjustments? Prior,
Following this,
following?
yes. Board will be our last meeting.
Are we ready? We there yet? We there yet? We there yet?
Yes, sir, we are there yet.
All right. Okay, I'd like to call the May 21st, 2020 meeting to order. It's a little past 6:30. Today, we're going to be doing just a small rezone and
Can I get a roll call?
just yet, just about. This is opening remarks.
I'm sorry.
Okay, we're gonna do, and,
Mark,
it
Mark.
should be,
This is Greg Bowen. Could y'all please turn off the mics of people there that are not speaking?
oh,
Yeah, there's too much distortion.
my mic's not even on.
Just when you say only the mic of the person speaking on there.
Greg's coming through very well.
There are no mics on.
Well, mine's now on now. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Great.
So far,
All right, so let's get started with word of prayer. Now that we got all the mics in our situation right, we'll do with roll call. Most Holy Father, God before you, we just want to pause and thank you very much for the opportunity to come and do the city business. Father, we just ask that we just take your lead in doing it justly, fairly, and for the good of the city. Father, just ask that everything comes out and it'll all be for your honor and your glory. We ask in your precious Son, in Jesus' name, amen. Okay.
Amen.
Would, any call the roll?
Commissioner Montgomery,
present.
Commissioner Sykes, present, Commissioner Hall. Commissioner Britton. Commissioner Twitty is here, Commissioner Brown. Commissioner Bolden,
Present.
Chairman Stroud.
Here.
I have 2 absent, sir.
All right.
We do have a quorum.
Okay, we have a quorum. Okay, if everybody will look, you have two sets of minutes that we're going to approve tonight. One is the regular planning commission meeting on March 9th, and that's on your pages 1 through 4. And 5 through 8 are the regularly scheduled planning commission meeting, April 23rd. So, is everybody taking time to read the minutes, look at them, and are there any corrections or additions? Okay, somebody's in the background going, is that a Commissioner Montgomery, is that you trying to talk now?
Someone's watching the YouTube video.
Okay.
Feedback.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay, so we have a motion to accept the minutes, from Commissioner Sipes, and, second by Commissioner
Someone has.
Whitty. So, all in favor of the motion to accept the minutes as, written, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and at this point, is there anybody that's against it? Just say aye. No. Okay, I'm sure in all of that there was a no, there was not a no. Okay. Item number 4, it's, we're gonna open it this time for the, public hearing section. So we're gonna open the public hearing, and, it'll be for a rezone. What they're asking to do is rezone from a C1 to a C2 for a retail outlet, and the petitioner will be First Electric Cooperative. So is somebody here represented by First Electric Cooperative want to speak to the rezone issue first?
I'm with First Electric. I'm not certain. Okay, I can hear myself. This is Randy Jones. I'll be representing First Electric. We have a buyer for the 1 acre site on a parcel of land that First Electric owns adjacent to our old office complex. Total acreage of the parcel is 4 acres, and we are subdividing 1 acre for a retail sales outlet. And there's a tract A that's defined as tract A that will become a shared driveway for this lot and any future lot that might occur after this sale.
Okay.
If any additional lot, we understand we will need to come back to this entity if we have another buyer for the remainder of the property, which we're trying to sell. But the thinking is we'll go ahead and sell this 1 acre. First Electric is going to jointly construct the driveway with the owner of the lot 1, and it will become a shared arrangement with any other lots that may be developed in the future. Being we'll only have 1 driveway for the entire 4 acres.
All right, Jimmy, do you have anything to add?
It would be appropriate for the type of resale sales they're wanting to put in their outlet, to do the zoning from C1 to C2, so everything is in order. No issue with it.
And the design for the driveway the driveway that he's planning on, that's between First Electric and the property itself, right? That's kind of like next to their parking lot where they have now?
Correct, that would be in the final plat, if you want to hold that for the final plat. We'll address the rezoning
Okay.
now,
Okay.
that around,
Yeah,
if
okay.
you want to, yes, sir.
Okay, good call. All right. All right, commissioners, I'm sorry, is there anybody to speak against the issue? Okay, hearing nobody speak against it, I'm gonna close the public hearing at this time. Commissioners, do you have any questions, concerns, comments?
Yeah, Mark, this is William. What about the shop at the back? Is that going to be separate?
This property is the undeveloped property adjacent to the building itself.
Okay.
First Electric no longer owns the building that we used to be our headquarters.
Okay.
That's the parcel north of that parcel, north of the cell tower.
Understand? Okay. Let me ask you, who owns the shop in the back? This previous, shop for the First Electric?
Who owns it?
Yes, sir.
I'm not certain, I'm pretty sure, though, this has been a while since we sold it.
Okay.
There was a company called, Utility Support Systems, and I think they've since changed their name, they were bought out by someone else. But they own the old site within the fence.
Correct, okay.
They actually sold the parcel for the auto parts store out since we sold it to them. And I'm not sure about the cell tower, that might have been sold to a cell provider, but,
Okay.
First Electric no longer owns anything under the fence within our old building.
Okay, I'm new at this, so I appreciate it, and thank you for your time on that, on the answer.
No problem.
All right, any other commissioners?
Jimmy, you know what's going into it? What kind of retail business?
I had to refer that to Randy right now. We haven't got anything on paper of what's going in there, but it's retail sales. Something like a C-store.
Well,
Randy.
we have a confidentiality agreement with them. I'm not certain that I can tell you the exact retailer, but it's gonna be similar to a dollar store, like a Dollar General in that nature. I'm not saying it's a Dollar General, but it's in that nature. And I'm sorry, I'm not sure I can disclose that because of our agreement, but, that's what it's gonna be, something very similar to that.
All right, any other, comment or questions from the commissioners? Okay, at this time I'd call for a motion. This will be on rezoning from C1 to a C2.
Yes. All right, well, come on down to City Hall. Yes, you're next up on the agenda, so I need you here. Okay?
That'll be your local board of adjustment.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, so, I call for a,
No, that's Ken Brown, the chairman of the BOA, I told him he.
okay. Call for a motion.
Thought he could call in and chair.
For, on the, moving from a C1 to a C2 on this property here.
Make a motion to move from C1 to C2.
Okay, Mr. Twig? Mr. Sipe, second. All right, any comment on the motion, commissioners? So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? And there are none. Okay. All right, so we'll move on to item number 5 on the agenda. That's a request to approve plats now. And we'll be talking about this plat. And, final plat would be CBC Real Estate subdivision on North First Street. Petition will be First Electric Cooperative. And, Jimmy, that's where, that's where all the road to access for all the different properties back there and everything is. It's gonna be one road to connect all of them. Are we gonna landlock anybody?
No, sir. Would not landlock. Having that one track A, which would be a common drive for them in the future business to your south, I highly recommend it. That limits multiple driveways pulling out onto a 4-lane highway with a 2-way left turn, so it'd be the safest approach to have a common shared drive.
Okay.
I don't see no issue with it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct, and our agreement with the buyer is that they would construct the driveway to Jacksonville standards, street standards, even though it's gonna be a private drive. And we wanna do that because we're saddled with 50% of the maintenance costs as long as we own any of the remaining property. Now, it's our intention to sell the remaining property, and if that happens, track A would be an undivided interest within all the landowners within that 4 acres. And the ownership of that common drive and the maintenance of that common drive would be shared amongst any owners of the tract is further divided. But right now, First Electric is, and this potential buyer is gonna split the cost to construct the driveway. Actually, first, I think we're gonna split the cost of driving, I'm pretty certain of that, but we're gonna, for sure, the maintenance, we have an agreement with them that we will share maintenance. And then we'll extend that agreement out to any other sales that we may have in the future.
And sidewalk?
Yes, there will be a sidewalk, the sidewalk's already there.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Of course, when they come for a building permit, we'll ensure landscaping and all that there, it meets the codes as well.
Okay.
The one good thing to come out of this, if it happens, and I'm sure that it will, there's some drainage in there that the First Electric installed 15, 20 years ago to actually drain the subdivision to the west. And there was never, these drop inlets don't have caps on them because they didn't know what grade to put it on. And one of these drop inlets will be in that road, so it will be covered and done properly at this time. So that's a plus, getting this done.
I remember that back during the day when we did that auto parts store, there was a lot of drainage things on that end too. So, yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Way back there, the drainage for I think it's Johnson subdivision, I can't recall the name, but it actually flowed across First Electric property, it flowed across this property, and First Electric installed this drainage system, and I believe it's a 22 or 30 inch pipe. It's a fairly substantial drainage project that they installed, and like I say, they did not install the caps because they didn't know what grade to put them on until we had a site plan. So one of the drainage structures will be involved in this road in the driveway. So it will be be covered as a part of the driveway construction.
All right. Is there any other comments or questions for the commissioners this time? Okay, I'll call for a motion for final plat on the CVC Real Estate subdivision on North First Street. Motion to accept final plat by Commissioner Sykes.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Twitty. So all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? And I hear none. Okay. Well, I think that is it for the Planning Commission. Thank you very much for attending, and I call this meeting adjourned.
Thank you for your participation.
Yes, sir. We needed a motion and second for September 9th, 2019.
Could I,
Make a motion, we accept the minutes from the September 9th, 2019 meeting.
it has been moved and second that we accept the motion for,
I need a second.
second.
Even Montgomery or Rupel, I need a second.
Second.
Thank you. It has been moved and second that we accept the minutes from our last meeting, which was September 9th of 2019. All those in favor, let it be known by saying aye. Aye. Those opposed? Then the minutes are accepted. The next item on the agenda, we just have one item for tonight, and that item is, Amir?
Hey, for those who are not talking, can you please put your phones on mute, please? There's so much distortion in the background.
All the mics are turned.
No, on their phone.
Except for the chamber.
On their phones.
Their
Talking about the
phones.
people
I
calling
like
in.
the phones.
Say again?
I like you was asking everybody to put their phone on mute.
Not in here, not these, on the phone.
Yes, if you're not speaking, please put your phone on mute.
Thank you, Susan.
Okay, go. We have one item on the agenda, for tonight, and that's a variance, request, that has been made, for the, address of 104 Foxcrest Cove, and I believe the petitioner is Mr. Mr. Croker. Coker.
Yes.
We'd like to open the meeting up for discussion. Any?
Mr. Coker on the phone, or?
Yes.
Do we have someone here representing Mr. Coker?
Mr. Coker, are you on the phone?
Mr. Chairman, this is Colleen Brown at 105 Foxcrest Cove. And I am representing 30 nearby neighbors with Scott Lawson, who's also on the line. And we have discussed this, these neighbors have signed a proxy petition opposing the variance at 104 Foxcrest. As a former realtor broker, I believe the home values will decrease if the variance is approved. The carport detracts from the aesthetics of the neighborhood. My background is I owned a realty company in DeSoto County, Mississippi, which was a thriving area just south of Memphis. I've seen firsthand what deviating from city codes, zoning laws, and homeowner regulations can do to property values. And so I'm respectfully asking and letting it be known that we object to that zoning variance, and I think Mr. Lawson has something to say too.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman. This is Scott Lawson of 105 Fox Run Cove, and in working in conjunction with Colleen Brown and the representation of the other 30 neighbors surrounding Foxcrest Cove, I would like to briefly discuss the importance that the city continue to maintain and enforce their codes and regulations, that the approval of the variance for Foxcrest initially sets a precedent for other such structures that could be violating the 35-foot offset rule. And since Foxcrest does not have a homeowners association, we rely heavily on the enforcement of Jacksonville City's codes and regulations. Now, both Colleen and I have had the opportunity to speak with the coders earlier this week, and we proposed a couple of alternatives to having the carport in place. One of which was to build a extension on their garage, and that precedent has been set from the house at 1413 Foxwood Drive, where they built an extension on their garage using all the same materials, so it was completely continuous and was not visible other than an extension. The second alternative is a 20-year military veteran. I know the value of ensuring that you're in a strong community, and if the variance is not approved, the coders will absolutely have our full support to assist in taking down the carport if it's something that they're not able to do physically themselves. I will personally ensure that I have the community of the Foxwood residents to assist in that endeavor. But also, I think another alternative may be recourse back to the company who erected the carport by way of city backing with perhaps a letter or otherwise showing that, or stating that they should have had a variance in place prior to constructing the carport, but also a letter from the city showing that they needed to take care of this prior to constructing, may give the coders a little bit more leverage to perhaps recover some of their money, if not all of it, from the company who put it in place.
Anyone else? Comment?
Mr. Chair.
Yes. This is Roberta Hodge. I live at 1400 Foxwood Drive. I'm on the corner of Foxwood Drive and Foxcrest. And I'm a flight attendant. I'm gone quite a bit. I came home from many days of flying, and this structure was just there. I had no idea that these were allowed in this neighborhood, or I probably would not have purchased a home in this neighborhood. It is 2 driveways down from me. It's very, as you said, aesthetically, it really detracts from the neighborhood. I wasn't aware. I just assumed that they had gotten permission to put it up, but I would prefer to not have it be there as well, and I would be willing to help as well to be of some sort of help to have them move it, but would prefer that we not start building carports in the Foxwood neighborhood. Thank you.
Anyone else? Jimmy, just out of a question, just out of just for clarification, please. To your knowledge, was there any request?
Hello? Hello?
What was the question?
I believe you asked if there was any request to the city to build this, like permit or
Yes,
anything?
prior.
Not to my knowledge, sir, there was not. It was brought to our attention that it was there, and it is in violation of city code. Cannot build anything in front of the build line, which it is, without a permit and a variance. Prior to.
Yeah, I got something to say.
Who's?
Identify yourself,
Hello?
please.
Yes, I live in 102 Foxcrest Cove, and I'm a neighbor of Mr. Tom ever since they moved in here. And I think it's just a big miscommunication between the neighbors about this situation, because Mr. Tom never knew about the code, or, they just saw this carport and it was sold for them cheap, and then, people that sold it to them, they said they didn't need no code or anything. And instead of like just talking to Mr. Tom about it, you know, they just went ahead and go to the city. Mr. Tom wanted, you know, he's complying with everything. He said, well, I didn't know this and that. I'll be willing to take it down. But what I'm trying to get is, what did it take all this 30 days or so to even, you know, talk to city about it, you know? And around the neighborhood, you know, let me see, Fox Run, 106 Fox Run, they're violating the code all the time. They're parking in, you know, on the grass and stuff, on the street, you know? I think it's just, I ain't got no problem with it. But Mr. Tom said he don't have no, you know, no problem. If he wanna take it down, he can take it down. It's just, you know, not communicating with him instead of just going to city with the situation.
Sir, I have your address, I need your name.
It's Gilbert Risson.
I'm sorry, one more time.
Gilbert Risson, 102 Foxcrest Cove.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, my next, item that I would just like to bring to the attention of everyone, do we have a petition here that was signed by, I believe I counted 32 people, that live on that street, in that area? And
Yes, it looks 32.
And several other, folks who have got in touch with the mayor in this regard. To my understanding, Jimmy, if I'm not mistaken, isn't the setback in that area, on that street, in that community, isn't the setback a minimum of 35 feet?
Yes, sir, very well. Usually, all the houses, generally speaking, are built at the build line from the back curb, or back street right away. You got 11.5 foot behind the curb, and another 35 foot. Some of the newer subdivisions, 25 foot, but either or, the houses are usually built right at the build line, so nothing can be built on the front of them without a variance.
I stopped by a couple of days ago, just to make sure, what we were talking about. And, it's so obvious that this carport is sticking out there, and there's nothing else on that street that's similar or any modifications to any of the frontages on any of the homes on that street. And that's what I saw, is that pretty much correct?
That's correct.
It is also my understanding, thanks, Jim, it's my understanding that anyone petitioning for a variance to a city code has to justify or have a hardship, and therefore has to justify to the commission or to the city that they in fact have a hardship and should be able to prove that the hardship is significant in order to support the justification for the variance. If we have no other comment, it's clear and obvious that this is, this building, this carport was put there in violation, and I don't see any reason that the variance should be issued.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
I feel for the Copers, I really do, and I make a motion that we deny the variance.
I second this, is William Montgomery.
It has been moved and properly second that the variance be denied. All opposed?
Yeah.
anyone disapproving? Then the variance is denied. If there is no other business, is there any other business that we should discuss at this time?
Motion to adjourn.
Then the meeting stands adjourned.
I can't even hear what they're saying, man. Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Chairman, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Just mute it. I think we got a meeting.